Hello and welcome back to Chasing Trophies, another cracker game in the IPL. And finally, the IPL is IPLing in the last 2 days. Faiz Bhai joining me. He witnessed an incredible game, best game of the tournament. Unfortunately, I missed the end. I missed the second innings. But I just saw the score and it looked crazy. Mukul Choudary, I don't know what he's done, but he's going to grab the headlines for the next few days. And the owner, Mr. Goenka, who's a very strict man, will be very happy. He's going to enjoy his being partying. And there's a sigh of relief for the captain, also Rishabh Pant, getting the W, getting the win. A great game of cricket, Fez. It started with the controversy in my, which I found out in between with that catch of Digbesh that she took. But after that, we saw top going up and down, and the last 3 overs you can go through that.
I mean, incredible. I mean, all the emotions you could anticipate in this one side, like Kolkata, एक time पे confident हो गई थी. Okay, they're gonna win this probably, and that sort of let the match slip a bit from the 16th over onwards. I mean, there was an unknown figure that they were not ready for, and I mean, we all know the name is Mukul Choudary. Kolkata Knight Riders, I think at 180, you could have said how much, 200 तक जाना चाहिए था, but the wicket was acting very different. फंस के आ रहा था, थोड़ा ball skid हो रहा था ball. Pace off was the way to go. SRH के भी मैच में ये चीज देखे भाई, pace off was winning over here, and they understood that mantra from the Sunrisers game, obviously, that you can just and if you look at like both sides, they lost wickets, right? Like even इधर रहाने रघुवंशी के बाद से थोड़े बहुत स्लो हो गए थे, उधर तो मार्कर ये लोग सब डिरिल हो गए थे, पुरन भी, पंत भी, and same style, short ball, off pace, going for the pull, giving the wicket. Badoni actually played very well for them as well, got him to 50, but he couldn't finish the game. एक टाइम पे भाई ऐसा लगा खत्म है मैच, लाइक नहीं होने वाला है अब यहाँ KKR going to get their first game and they want to have 3 points, right? And they go above LSG, SRH, Mumbai and all of these players, and then Mukul Choudary, man, he comes in, steps in, confidence. A lot of people were giving him praise through the start of the season that this guy is the one to watch out, hitting ability, and that's exactly what he proved. 54 runs, 27 balls, I think 7 sixes and 2 boundaries. Absolute clutch finish from this young talent that LSG has scouted, and I think they deserve all the happiness today, right now, Lucknow Super Giants, that they managed to pull something out of nowhere in a game which looked like going Kolkata away.
Yeah, and for Kolkata Knight Riders, obviously, like you said, it was a game that they should have won towards the end of it. There's a lot of talk about Cameron Green. They're talking about the price tag. They're talking about his contribution with the bat. He started very slow. He was 6 of 8. I was watching it at that time, and he was struggling. But then Norman Powell, in hindsight, it looks like a decent score. But he did get hit also for 28 runs, picked up a wicket in 2 overs. How do you assess his performance for KKR today?
Again, I think Cameron Green, he was struggling in the beginning towards the end, 32 or 24, I think is what he made. At one point, it looked like 180 maar diye. In the beginning of the innings, you would say one side marne wale. But what we saw in the Lucknow side of batting, they derailed as well. So the wicket was favoring the bowlers. You could see Sunil Narayan's over, I think the last over, that how क्या इंचेस से लाइक उनके बॉलिंग पे तो खेलने ही नहीं आ रहा था. अनुकुल रॉय ने बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट दिया उनको. Main वही मसला है the last 4 overs, right? If you look at it from that perspective, Karthik Tyagi, he got hit I think a couple of runs, 3 for 31. Then Cameron Green was a part of that bowling unit which got hit 16 or 10 runs. Again on the first ball of Cameron Green's over, it skied, couldn't get to the ball, catch, miss ball up, whatever, slow start from Rahane. And then like the last over, Vaibhav Arora, again you could say 14 runs on his day, he would defend it. But it was something written for Mukul Choudary today. So Cameron Green's overall assessment, I would say, with the bat, the runs that were probably anticipated from him, nahi mile, given the context of the pitch, I would still say chalo theek hai. But only criticism would be that last over, because the first over he bowled, he got a wicket as well.
Yeah, and I'm just watching the highlights now. So if you're a KK fan, I will tell you he did something that none of Sunrisers was our team's bowler could do. He got the wicket of Rishabh Pant, so that's one positive for you. Yeah. But I understand the criticism and everything. But it's a simple, like you have to see if he is the problem or your bowling is the problem. उस हिसाब से आपको देखना है. If you want to bench him, you bench him. But then you need to still find a way to improve your bowling. But yeah, Faz, in terms of Rahane's captaincy, would you have done something differently, or is it just that he went the correct way and he just turned out a bad way?
100% back Rahane's every decision. So if you look at the bowling rotation, doesn't have much scope. It's like you're going around in the buffet and you're just trying to rotate whatever best dishes you have.
Yes.
And that's exactly what he did. He got in Anukul Roy in the power play. He got the wicket. Anukul Roy ke paas, then he got in Norman Powell. I think whenever Karthik Tyagi ko best to Narayan bhi utilize kara. Jaisa Surya Bumrah, हार्दिक या सूर्या जो भी बुमराह को यूटिलाइज करते हैं, he utilized Narayan exactly like that. He didn't एक साथ नहीं दला लिया नारायण को भाई ने अच्छा कर रहा, because he knew that he needed a pressure over from Narayan every time we hit, and that's exactly what he did. So I don't have any complaints from Rahane. You could say when it's 54 or 24, you would just expect at least 2 bad overs out of the 4. But यहाँ पे 3 ओवर आगे आपके and एकदम मैच आपका आके खत्म हो गया.
Yeah, 100%. I think like he's trying his best, but like there is an experience in his bowling attack. You know, they have injuries. अगर यहाँ पे I know if बस and maybe इस पे नहीं चलती दुनिया, मगर यहाँ पे अगर पति राणा होता, हर्षित राणा होता, शायद ये डिफरेंट हो जाता. Like in a realistic world kind of thing, like you probably think they'll be better off defending that.
Yeah.
Now when you go to every KKR game, अगर even 70 रन चाहिए आपको 4 ओवर में, आप फिर भी नहीं comfortable रहेंगे because of what you see now, and this will give their fans and their management a PTSD, right? Like it's not over until it's over. So that's one thing.
अब यहाँ पे देखा building momentum पे बदोनी आउट हो गया, बदोनी was the main wicket.
Yeah.
They got it, and then इसके बाद I think शमी आउट हो जाते हैं. शमी आउट होने के बाद से एक टाइम पे ऐसा साइलेंस हो गया था, like in terms of the LSG camp, everybody. But then this kid came out of nowhere. Mukul Choudary, why you have to watch that innings? If you've not seen it, make sure that you go and check it out. And the immense maturity, he played around with the pitch. He used his crease very well. He used his power very well. He wrist जो है एक straight 6 मारा, I think, to a faster ball. I don't think it was Karthik Tyagi or someone. What a 6, and he just incredibly dispatched everyone. So it looked like it was done at one point of time, and somehow they managed to crawl their way back and then empower their way back into the game thanks to our sensational Mukul Choudary. Don't let Avish Khan deceive you. मैं इतना बोलूँगा कि Avish Khan, the way he celebrated, it looked like he is the winning.
Yeah, I mean, Avish Khan, that's what he does. Do you remember he watched that game together against Bangalore? At that time, threw the helmet.
Even
like,
the SRH.
yeah, and then he hit the bat and thing. So that's what he does. But I was just looking at his score. He was 2 of 6, Mukul Choudary.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's great conversion, man, in the last 4 overs. So I know, like, I think if I was watching that live, I would say, what is the strike rate? But he's converted it really well. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That is something even Dhoni will struggle to hit, man. What is that? Like, that is a helicopter, different kind of helicopter.
This Vaibhav Arora over, then the next Karthik Tyagi, and then the Cameron, and then the Vaibhav. So these 3 initial overs when they didn't, and from Vaibhav Arora, you wouldn't like, he is your strike bowler now, right? Like,
yeah, and that is unfortunate because he wouldn't have been in the real world. He would have been your 4th change, man. So if you had Pati Rana, you had Arshid Rana, even if Mustafizur wasn't there, Musrabani, if he was there, they would still have like. Yeah, that's
incredible power.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And they kept going with that predictable line, that slow, sort of short length, and then missed time and trying to variate the pace. Full toss.
Yeah, I mean that is very poor bowling. Like, I mean, execution. You're giving full tosses to him. Nothing away from the batsman. Obviously, that shows that there is clearly a problem. Like, again, that's lack of pace, short. There's no fielder there. You're bowling to his strengths, and you're bowling hit me balls basically. Again, this was unlucky, but yeah, short and thing. But that is a crazy performance from Mukul Choudary. And what a signing. We're talking about a lot of people. I've watched a lot of podcasts, even our own podcast. We talk about certain players in each team, right? But this guy's the first one in this season who's delivered, like, properly. Like, unknown entity who has a big name in domestic, but he's delivered. So well done to him. Well done to Lucknow also for backing him. And this will give a team like this confidence. Agar aap dekhe first, when you're down and out and you win a game, aapko alag belief aati ki bhai we can never be beaten.
100%. I think for Mukul Choudary, personal level, it'd be like thoda मैं अपने आप को security feel करूँगा as a youngster into the camp. You feel insecure for your position now. With this innings, he knows he has another game coming, right? If he failed in this game, he would have been more upset. He got the momentum. Now he'll be a little sure. From our team perspective, for a Goenka perspective, for a Pant perspective, it's about the reputation of the LSG camp one step ahead in the table, right? Like, for them, it'll be like, bhai, now we'll be called as a, moving towards the top 4 team. Abhi wo लोग का नाम नहीं रख रहे थे, but now today with this thing, they've added another weapon to their arsenal in terms of the ability to chase. Like, people would probably not back. Obviously, backing something like this is not relevant, but I think this will wake up Samad, Badoni, Pant, everybody in that camp, that you need to take accountability and responsibility. It's not every going to be Mukul Choudary. It won't every day be Markham and March or Pant, but I think as a team, you have to, raise your game. And I think for them now, they'll be in that conversation. They have 4 points. They're going to be ahead. They have a good bowling unit, but with the bat also, they have certain capabilities.
Yeah, man, and the biggest confidence they've got the bowlers back
Yeah.
also. So शायद लखनऊ ये वाला मैच लास्ट था तो 200 concede कर लेते थे because they might have bowled like this because half their players were in the ambulance, they were injured, but now they've got the bowlers back, so they also have the ability. Yeah, I mean they have the ability to defend and stuff as well.
Yeah, Raghuvanshi missed.
Man, and like that is the difference.
उसको देखो
Yeah, that's
अभी
the.
अभी आएगा और इसका फ्रंट फेस आएगा आवेश खान का आई मीन सॉरी हम लोग हाइलाइट्स
But yeah, well done, man.
ये देखो एनो जाके मैं अभी एक इशारा करेगा मैंने I don't think we'll show that.
That's crazy, man. But वही है ना कि they didn't lose their belief, and now they know that like if our top order fails, right, which is a very solid top order, we have someone like Mukul Choudary because Abdul Samad has not shown anything. The middle order has not shown anything. Purin is out of form, but we don't have to worry. We've got another guy over there in that way. Like,
Yeah, the one thing that probably LSG is playing on with 3 foreigners, maybe. Maybe they can add a Britsky or a Josh Inglis if he's here. I think Britsky may be something they can rotate in that aspect. But today, man, like they pulled something miraculous.
Yeah, and look, Justin Langer, Williamson, that's a very experienced.
Tom Moody.
Tom Moody, that's a very experienced coaching staff as well. So well done to Lucknow. I mean, it's great. He played some next level shots, man. There was one shot he hit straight long on, one that the last six that he hit, that was an incredible shot as well. So well done to him. Thank you, Faz, also for your thoughts and analysis. Thank you, everybody, for sharing the like button, subscribe button. Finally, the IPL is getting off the mark. We're getting some incredible games. So, आप लोग भाई subscribe button दबा दे, comment भी करिए. We're trying to get as much as content possible. So please do support us, and we will catch you guys today for the battle royale between Rajasthan Royals and Royal Challenge Bangalore. Thank you, everybody. Good night.